Hey guys, and welcome back to Just Josh and Disc Golf. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the 6 common mistakes beginners make. As I'm new to disc golf myself, these 6 mistakes are things I'm still currently working on or have recently had to fix to improve my disc golf game. Disc golf is a very nuanced sport, and in this video, my aim is to go over the basics to help beginners improve and fall in love with the sport. One mistake that I was making early on was gripping my disc incorrectly. Gripping your disc correctly is so important when playing disc golf. When I was brand new to disc golf, I had no clue what I was doing in regards to grip. And as a result, my shots were all over the place. For beginners, I would recommend learning these 3 grips. And that's the power grip for backhanding, the fan grip for putting, and the stack grip for forehanding. These 3 grips are quite simple and easy to learn and are an excellent benchmark for beginners to feel a little bit more comfortable when holding a disc. Another mistake beginners make is choosing the wrong disc. All discs have flight numbers on them that tell disc golfers how that disc flies when thrown correctly. The flight numbers on discs stand for speed, glide, turn, and fade. Speed ranging from 1 to 14, glide from 1 to 7, turn from -5 to 1, and fade from 0 to 5. The first time I went down to my local sports store that sells discs, I looked at the selection, saw the signs, putter, mid-range, and driver, and just grabbed whatever looked cool out of each category. The putter and the mid-range were fine, but the driver was a 12-speed, and because I didn't know the significance of flight numbers, and did not have the arm speed to throw that particular driver, every time I threw that particular disc, it would just fade to the left the second it left my hand. For beginners, I personally would recommend a putter, a mid-range, and a fairway driver that does not have a speed that exceeds 7. Having discs in these 3 categories will give beginners a really good start to disc golf. Another mistake beginners often make is having poor angle control. It is so common for beginners to throw discs nose up. When a disc is thrown nose up, it will quickly lose speed and fade far to the left. This is something I'm still currently working on and am improving upon. There are 3 things that I do to help keep myself from throwing nose up. Number 1 is pouring the tea. So I imagine that I'm pouring a cup of tea and just keeping my wrist bent a little bit to help keep that lead edge down. Number 2, I pick a target in the distance that is a little lower of my intended goal. This will kind of trick my brain into throwing a little bit lower than I intended. Number 3 is picturing a line across my chest for my arm to follow. This will help keep me from having my arm in an awkward angle when I throw a disc. Another mistake beginners often make is throwing their discs at full power all the time, and this can really hinder your accuracy. I have found that when I'm trying to throw at full power all the time, I often forget about all the other techniques I'm trying to do when throwing a disc. This causes me to grip the disc way too hard and release way too late. So I end up throwing my disc at a crazy angle and often the complete wrong direction, and it always ends up in the bushes. Now I throw most of my shots at about 70 to 80% power. This gives me enough power to get good distance and also saves me from throwing into the bushes. I also believe that it's better to have an accurate shot that's a little bit short of the basket than to have a power shot that ends up deep in the woods. Another mistake beginners often make is having a defeatist attitude. Disc golf is such a fun sport and is a great way to get out with friends, enjoy the outdoors, and just have fun. However, for those of you that are very competitive, disc golf can be very frustrating and difficult. Having a bad attitude is the biggest hurdle we face when playing disc golf. The more upset you get, the worse you do. And the worse you do, the more upset you get. It is important to pick realistic goals and to celebrate them when you achieve them. There came a point when I was already so freaking hooked on disc golf, but didn't feel like I was seeing any improvements. This had me questioning if disc golf was even a sport for me. But then I just decided I'm gonna stick it out, I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna have fun while doing it. The whole reason why I got into the sport was for fun. I cannot let my bad attitude ruin something that I really enjoy. The funny thing is, as soon as I changed my attitude, I started seeing improvements. Alright, so the final and biggest mistake beginners make in disc golf is not subscribing to Just Josh and Disc Golf. My channel is a great place to learn tips and tricks, explore new courses, and get connected to a great positive disc golf community. Thanks for watching my video, and until next time, disc on! Wait for the wind to pass, waiting for the wind. Waiting for the wind, waiting for the wind, oh yeah, waiting for the wind, Waiting for the wind, yeah, waiting for the wind. Waiting for the wind, yeah. All right.